Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the seventh edition of India Affiliate Summit, co-presented by IMEI and V Commission, powered by Optimize Media, brought to you by Zapads Media in association with Trackia. Without any further ado, let's move on to the next presentation of the day on the topic of the role of digital marketing in helping the Moms Co achieve three times growth. Let me introduce you to our speaker, Mr. Sahil Nair. He is the Vice President Business from the Moms Co. I would request all the delegates to keep posting their questions in the chat box, and we will address selected few questions at the end of the session. Over to you, Mr. Nair.
Thank you, Shivani. A very, very warm welcome to everybody here and to all our listeners and viewers. I'll be speaking about, not just digital marketing, which helped the Moms Co achieve 3x growth, but also talk about, from the D2C space, which is currently on a very, very high wave. Talk about what are the couple of parameters that we as brands are looking at, and in the digital space, what is it that we should be looking at? Because I think there's just such an overload of information right now, and there is, everyone is trying to do things in a very different fashion. I think where we kind of lose structure at times. I think what is very, very important for us from a D2C space is obviously grow awareness, because there are a lot of newer brands coming in, new age brands coming in. From an awareness and consideration is something which is extremely important for a lot of us here. Apart from that, one of the most used and abused words in the ecosystem is ROAS. So I think that is something which is extremely critical. How we'll speak about it more, in the next 15 minutes. And lastly, the fourth parameter, which is extremely important, and I think all of us tend to forget at times, is improving LTV. While controlling CAC. I think that's something which very easily gets missed over the period of time. I think with the greater competition which is coming in the D2C space, specifically in the personal care, I'm seeing a certain shift personally, right? There's a certain shift in the consumer behavior. When we speak about a shift in consumer behavior, there is a much higher intent, post-COVID shopping online. There is also a higher intent of people moving. I mean, we have seen that for a brand, and a lot of other brands have also seen a shift in people using prepaid as a method, which is very, very, it's very welcomed by us as brands, because there was this huge thing on COD, and COD is, we all know the detrimental of what COD can do to the business. Having said that, there is also a very high flirtatious consumer today who's out there in the ecosystem, who move out of the brand also like that. So it's very important for us to hold on to our consumers. How do we do that? By breaking the clutter. How do you break the clutter? You break the clutter with content. I think that's something which is extremely important for any brand today who's trying to make a mark in the D2C ecosystem. Content, referral, communities, and obviously your own D2C sites, UI and UX is something which is extremely important. We'll leave that for another day. Speaking more on digital platforms, right? I'd like to talk about, I think, 4 very key platforms. Facebook, Instagram, as we all know, Google, YouTube, something which I think people dabble in, not very sure on what they want to do with it. A lot of upcoming content creation channels, and one of my personal favorite channels, which is affiliates. Speaking about Facebook, I'll spend about 5 minutes talking about Facebook and Google. From a Facebook and Instagram perspective, it is one of the largest platforms with 400 million plus users, right? 3 extreme funnels. They're extremely important funnels: your top funnel, mid funnel, and bottom funnel, which a lot of us again tend to forget. We just, we are so inclined towards just converting and trying to get sales from a channel, that we tend to forget that every channel is meant to build a certain funnel for you. A top funnel for a Facebook is extremely important to drive awareness, and then you create smaller remarketing funnels to drive conversions. I'll repeat. You use your top funnel to create brand awareness, and then you use your various other remarketing funnels to drive conversions, which therefore builds a more viable marketing strategy for the brand, right? What we tend to forget again on that is use of visuals and use of video content to break the clutter. Extremely important, right? From a perspective of Google, it's a tough fight with marketplaces. I'm not going to mince my words on that. I think it's very difficult to win bids on that. Having said that, it is one of the most ideal channels to drive conversions via brand keywords. we are back to saying, how do you build your brand keywords, brand searches? You're back to your top funnel, which is why I say every channel, when we attribute, you don't attribute it just to your revenue. You have to go back and look at what is the function that channel is doing for you. Because eventually, if you are building awareness, you are going to use Google again back, which is going to give you revenue. So Facebook attribution may not. Google attribution will allow you to make revenue from that. So, while using brand keywords, it helps you drive conversion. Having said that, you keep a consistent pressure on your generic keywords. Smart shopping has picked up pace in India. If I speak numbers, our the Momsco's ROS has gone up by about 54% in the last 2 quarters, by using smart shopping campaigns. So I urge all young entrepreneurs, and any performance marketers here in the audience to use that. Speaking about YouTube, I'll not speak too much about YouTube, because I think it's again overload of information there. For me, YouTube is content consumption. It's very important for you to educate your consumers, right? Today you will be surprised, and it's bad to self-reference, but we're living in India, and there is a massive tier 2, tier 3, and especially post COVID, with this online consumption happening, there is a massive tier 2, tier 3, and they love watching, educating themselves online, right? And YouTube is an ideal channel for that. What it does for you is that it helps you build an identity for the brand. And I'm not just talking about advertisements. I'm talking about influencer content. I'm talking about vlogs. I'm talking about all of that. But from a digital space, it's extremely important to again build an overall top funnel, which helps you make cohorts which the brand can use to drive conversion again, right? So how this works is, you, for example, for 20 days or 25 days, you are building a top funnel, you are creating a pool, you're creating an audience. And after that, you then use your Facebook conversion, your Google conversion, your sites, your email, SMS, XYZ to bring that consumer back to you to make them convert. So that instant may not be for a conversion, but it's very important for you to build a cohort, right? Speaking about affiliate marketing, right? With the paucity of time, I'm going to speak. I would like to speak about affiliate marketing in the next 5 minutes. It's a win-win, right? There is no other word for it. Affiliate marketing is a win-win. It's a low risk way to generate traffic and to generate revenue, right? Because it's a pay for measurable, right? Whatever you are paying for measurable results, which may not be true for all other channels we just spoke about. But for affiliate marketing, like I'm again going to repeat, it's a win-win because you're paying for measurable results, and it's a very low risk way to generate traffic and to generate revenue. What is affiliate marketing essentially doing, right? Influence, partner, collaborate, convert. I think it's the most ideal way to describe what affiliate marketing does. Because what you're essentially doing is that you're leveraging a power of influence. Then you are tapping into new audience. Third, it's the most effective way to fuel sales funnel. And fourth, you're building significant leads and conversions for you to again remarket into your funnel, right? So 97%, and this is some stats I had read, so I would be quoting, 97% of consumers look for deals when making online purchases. And I'm sure you and I agree on that. When that is happening, so to partner and to collaborate, right? You use coupon sites, you use cashback sites, you run SMS email campaigns. So you're basically being able to drive reach in a segment that is untapped by Facebook. Yes, because 400 million people on Facebook. We are forgetting the Indian population. We are forgetting all those people in tier 2, tier 3 who are still on coupon sites and cashback sites. You're not tapping them via your Facebook. So it gives you a reach to drive reach into a very new segment, which is untapped with Facebook. With a broader reach, one can experiment with, I'm back to saying, creative communication and offers, which is rolled out to consumers. The Momsco sales went up 3x with regular effort, 3x on affiliate marketing in the last 1 year. How? High burn? No. Offering payouts or higher payouts does not mean a higher burn, because, like I'm saying, that benefit is is passed on to consumers, which helps scaling the brand efficiently and effectively. So when you have a higher payout, that via affiliate marketing, you're being able to pass that off to the consumer, and the consumer is at the helm of all of us here as marketers. The most important thing, and I feel it's kind of underpenetrated, underleveraged, and not spoken about enough, but I can speak from our instance at the Momsco, is I think is one of the ideal channels to build AOVs, average order values. Because when you're able to build higher average order values, automatically it has a direct impact on your LTV to CAC, right? I'm not sure if that flexibility, if that amount of customization, personalization, or control you are able to build with channels like, say, Facebook, Google, right? But with affiliate marketing, you are able to build a higher AOV. We were able to build our AOV by approximately 35% was increased, and which obviously impacts your, again, back to overall LTV CAC, which we have discussed as one of the very critical parameters for digital marketing. And lastly, on affiliate marketing, building links through third-party blogs, that is something which is, again, very, I think it's underpenetrated, but it builds awareness, and it gives you a ready cohort for a funnel conversion again. So building links to third-party blogs, coupon, cashback sites, build AOVs, leverage influence, effective sales funnel, build significant leads and conversions, and best part is you pay for measurable results. So that's for affiliate marketing. And overall in the digital space, I would end. I have 4 more minutes, but I want to end this by saying all of this is controlled by a robust tracking platform, because I think what we forget is all of this needs to be tracked and monitored on a very robust tracking platform. So we at the Momsco create dashboards and tools that help identify the need gap on a daily basis for each channel. So I think I see a lot of thumbs up coming in for that, and that's why I'm again repeat, very, very important for us to have in the D2C space a very robust platform for tracking, because without that, I think we are it's only hypothesis, and with what we are sitting on is data. So extremely important for us to create dashboards and use the right tools for that. That's all from me on digital marketing to help the Momsco achieve 3x growth. I'll look if there are any questions here.
So Sahil, first question we have is how
sorry. This is a very interesting one, and I'll want to take this up because I know a lot of us were battling with this. How are you countering COD problems? This has to be the future where people can get COD. No, COD is there. COD is available. It's not something which is, a lot of people have switched it off on D2C spaces. We continue to keep COD on. I think what one has been that there has been a general shift in using online payments, right? Even if you look at all your cards, you look at Razorpay, you look at Paytm, there is a lot which these channels and these payment gateways are ready to give as extra discounts, extra promotions, and deals to consumers, which is helping them also convert to a prepaid model. Apart from that, I think there should always be an incentive for a consumer to pay online, whereas COD is always there for a trying consumer, for a trial consumer. COD is going to be there, and it's there to stay. It's not going to move. With tier 2, tier 3 expanding, newer brands coming in, they don't identify with you, they will continue doing COD. Having said that, prepaid should parallelly be built for you as a channel, because it just helps you build a more efficient way of the business. Isn't bad payout hurting affiliate marketing? Not really, Saurabh. I think I'm not sure how we define bad payout. Higher payout, if passed on to the consumer, I don't think it will hurt either the brand or it will hurt the marketing channel. Yeah, I think we are also at the end of the session, Shivani.
Yes, thank you, Sahil. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you so
And
much.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners, our title partner, We Commission, our powered by partner, Optimize Media, brought to you by partner, ZapEds Media, in association with partner, Trackier, registration partner, Valuely, digital growth partner, Microsoft InMobi, global partners, Admitat and Velco Media, silver partner, Bitroid.io, mobile performance partner, Collectsin, bronze partner, Cashkaro, and platform partner, AME. Please stay tuned for other exciting presentations and please don't forget to visit our expo booth. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.